Hi, my name is Matthew Downing with SLCT. Here's what's happening in Sterling-Lancaster. The 19th annual Taste of Wachusett will be held September 28th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Cyprian Keys Golf Club. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit www.perkinsprograms.org. Proceeds help support the Perkins School in Lancaster. The new Sterling Senior Center is open and classes have already begun. Everyone in the town is invited to come down and see the new Senior Center. For more information, call the center at 978-422-3032. The 18th annual UMass Medicine Cancer Walk and Run will be held on Sunday, September 25th. To register or donate, visit the website www.umassmed.edu/cancerwalk. Wachusett Music presents an evening for mind, body, and spirit health and wellness fair. This event will take place on September 15th from 4 to 8:30 p.m. at the Devons Common Center. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit www.wachusettmusic.net.
I'm Lex Thomas, editor of Sterling Meeting House News, and I'm here today at the Sterling Airport, which today, as you can see, is an airport. But in just a couple of short weeks, this is going to be transformed into a fairground, and one that the residents of Sterling know and look forward to each year. And I'm happy to be here with Terry Heinold. He is the vice chair of the Sterling Fair Committee. Welcome, Terry.
Thank you very much for having me.
So tell me a little bit about where we are and what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks, especially on Wednesday, September 7th.
This is the Sterling Airport, owned by the Siborowski family and run by the Simpson family. And they graciously turn the airport over to the Fair Committee on the Wednesday before the fair, which this year is the 7th.
The 9th, 10th, and 11th are the fair dates,
Yeah.
yes.
On the 7th, they turn it over to the Fair Committee, and we turn this into we shut the airport down and turn it into fairgrounds.
Now, what does it take to turn it into fairgrounds?
The very first thing we do is we go out and mark the runway closed with aeronautical signage that lets them know we put that down on the runway. Then we start putting in fencing, putting up tents, marking out the midway, marking out all the vendors, putting up all the fair committee's booths, putting up the parking lot. We get help from the DPW to mark out the parking lot and to haul in all the picnic tables and park benches and stands that we need. And then the midway starts in about 3 or 4 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, because they have to stay out of the runway out of the airspace that the runway takes until 5 o'clock on Wednesday night. Then they start putting up their exhibits and their rides, and they have to be ready for a Thursday afternoon inspection by the state. You've heard all the troubles that rides and amusement parks have had, so it'll be a rigorous inspection this year. And by Friday afternoon, we're ready to go.
That's a tremendous amount of work in those 48 hours, and yet I believe that your work on a new fair always starts within 4 weeks of the closing of the last one, right?
We have a meeting in September after the fair, so that the good things and the bad things are fresh in our minds.
Right.
Get them all written down. We have another one in October, and that's to finalize all our premiums, all the money we have to spend on different things. Another one in November to close out the books, and then we take 2 months off and start again in January.
Now, you were chair of this committee for
Yes.
many years. How long have you been involved with Sterling Fair?
The fair was 2 or 3 years old. I started probably in 85.
So how many years is this
The
now?
fair started in 1981.
Okay.
I started in 85, and I was a chairman. I became a co-chairman with June Williams. We were still at Houghton School, so it was back in 90, probably 96, somewhere in there. And I was a chairman until a few years ago when an organization like the Sterling Fair needs new ideas. I've decided that my ideas were used up, too old, and I wanted to help someone else I wanted to train someone else to be in charge.
And now the chair is very ably handled by
Yes,
Doug
Doug
Downey.
Downey.
Now,
Yeah.
so tell me what the use of this land and this airport means for the fair.
This is the biggest problem the fair has, we're gypsies. By that, you see this place, there's nothing here except an airport. Everything the fair needs, all the livestock corrals, all the games, all the rides, the exhibit hall where people bring their prize vegetables, their canned goods. We have to rent all those buildings. We rent tents. At one time, we had more than 30,000 square feet of tent space. That's 3/4 of an acre under a tent. It's a lot and it's a big, big piece of our budget. If we had buildings, we wouldn't have to rent. And we've been doing this for 30-something years. If we had a home in the 80s, we would not be renting any tents or toilets, and we would probably be a very profitable fair, even though we run with no admission.
Well, and that's something I want to talk about because I think that you're one of the few free fairs in the States and the largest free fair in New England. Is that correct?
I don't know about all those things. I know we're the only free fair in Massachusetts.
Right.
The only one left of this size. And that's in jeopardy because our revenues fall short of our expenses each year for the last 4 or 5.
Now, approximately how many people come into the fair each year?
Weather dependent, upwards of 30,000.
That's amazing on those 3
But,
days.
you know, what the hardest part of that is our population. The population of the town is 40,000. I mean 8,000.
8,000.
And we have 40,000 guests for that weekend, and they come here, have a good time, leave without incident. Our police department handles almost the whole thing. They don't there aren't very many outsider policemen here. Our volunteers are from several towns. We have committee members that are from several towns also, which is unusual. We're the only committee in town
Sure. Yeah, that's
that has
amazing.
outsiders.
Right.
And it's getting harder to do. A good example, in 1981, the entire budget for the fair was $1,500.
And so are you saying it's gone down?
No, it hasn't
No.
gone down.
Mhm.
In this year, it's 97,000.
My goodness. And of course, people can expect this is such a fantastic event. There are all the, of course, the food vendors, the midway, you got frog jumping, you got skillet tossing,
Yes, we've got a lot of
exhibits.
Bob Nealon takes care of all our games. He has more fun than the kids do.
There you go.
But and he never refuses. Anyone who comes, they play.
That's fantastic. So there are free concerts as well.
Yep, we have.
There's the Chockset Club breakfast on Saturday and Sunday mornings.
Yep. The fire department. These are organizations in town that take the money and spend it back into the town. That's why we work as close as we can with the Chockset Club and the fire department. Those are big organizations. They raise a lot of charity money and they spend it all on our kids, on the kids and the elderly that live in this town. And that's why we support any organization that supports our youth.
Terry, thank you so much for the information. That is the Sterling Town Fair, September 9th, 10th, and 11th. It is the largest free fair in New England, a fair of this size. Parking is free, admission is free, but they do sell buttons. Not sell, but they have buttons available by donation. So I encourage you all to come out, have a wonderful day at the fair, fantastic for the entire family, and come and support our town. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you very much.
The Sterling Board of Selectmen are seeking eager volunteers for open boards and committees. If you are interested in helping out your town, be sure to contact Mike Slazik at 978-422-8111, extension 2315. The Conant Public Library is now offering passes to the New England Aquarium. You must be a member to take advantage of this offer. For more information, contact the library at 978-422-6409. The H2O series continues at the Thayer Memorial Library with the lecture Waterworld on September 12th at 6:30 p.m. It is true that the world is mostly water, and we land dwellers sometimes have to find creative ways to get enough of it. There will be a Minuteman district-wide election September 20th from noon to 8 p.m. at the Lancaster Town Hall. This will be to authorize the borrowing of $145 million to pay for the cost of constructing a new district school. For more information, visit www.minuteman.org.
I'm here with Sterling Town Clerk Dawn McCanowitz, and Dawn, we are heading up now to a primary election. Need to get our information out to folks. Tell us about the dates of the election and absentee ballots and everything else our voters need to know.
Great. Thank you, Lex, for asking. Yes, we want to let the people know that the state primary is coming up. This time it is on a Thursday. It is September 8th, which is a Thursday, and they will be voting at the Houghton School, as always. So right now, though, we have the absentee ballots in. They have arrived. People can come vote. They can come to the town clerk's office. They can certainly call our office and request us to mail them out.
Now, who would need an absentee ballot?
Anybody who's a voter can vote at this election. So people who are on the, who already have decided which their primary political party is may vote. People who have a political designation may vote at this election. And people who are unenrolled, or what we also call independent, may vote at this election.
And this is for people that are not going to be here on election day?
That is correct. Somebody who might have surgery scheduled can also request an absentee ballot, or if you definitely know you're not going to be here on that Thursday, September the 8th, please call us and we will make sure that you get an absentee ballot.
Excellent. Now, what are the voting hours? What time are the polls open and closed?
The polls will open at 7 a.m. at the Houghton School, and they close at 8 p.m.
Excellent. So we want to get everybody out voting for this very important state primary. Thank you, as always, Dawn, for the information. Get out there and vote.
Thank you.
The annual Karen's Closet 5K race will be held September 17th at 9 a.m. at the Northwest Elementary School, Leominster. Karen's Closet provides coats and school supplies to students in need. To register to race or donate to the cause, visit www.karenscloset.org. The Assabet Valley Master Singers will be holding open rehearsals in preparation for their November concert. New members are welcome. For more information, call 508-869-0438 or visit www.avmsingers.org. There will be a Well Adult Clinic September 6th at the Lancaster Community Center from 8 to 10 a.m. For more information, contact the Neshoba Associated Boards of Health at 978-772-3335. The Lancaster Community Center is offering fitness classes such as Insanity Live, Tai Chi, and Gentle Yoga. For anyone interested, if you'd like to join these classes or learn more about what the center offers, call Alex Turner at 978-733-4076. I'm Matthew Downing, and that's what's happening.
If you have a local event you'd like to see on this program, contact SLCT. SLCT is looking for more volunteers to help with filming and editing. If you know someone interested, have them contact us at 978-733-1139 or email slc.tv810@gmail.com. We'd like to remind you to find us on Facebook and YouTube.